So with our massing designed, we're just going to look at some of the tools inside of FormIt to do some materializing of the building, add some textures to the facades. So we've got our levels displaying, we can turn them on and off in the properties here, or we can go to visual styles and untick that displaying as a whole. So we have in the Pro version of FormIt 360 an Autodesk material library with a vast variety of pre-made Autodesk materials. So in this case I'm just going to look at materials like blocks, and when we load in blocks or concrete, we have access to paint on the faces or on the entire model of the FormIt massing. We can also go into the editor. So in this particular version of concrete, we can change the horizontal and vertical scale. It has a normal map as well for the bump maps in the textures, and we can start to see, as we scale it up, better texturing. One that's a bit more clearer here, if we go to say a hardwood and look at some of the hardwoods, you're going to see different types of reflections. We're also going to see bump maps, or in this case we want to show something with some boards. So we can go OK and load that into our main sketch, and we can paint with that material. We can also edit it if we need to. You can see it's got a diffuse map and a bump map here. We're going to scale it up just for the scale of the building. It's got some reflectivity already set, and then just paint with material. As we spin around the model, you can start to see in real time the reflectivity of that particular material on the building. And then we can turn on shadows as well and set up the day and the day of the year and the time of the year, and you can see shadows and sunlight being cast on that model there. So a really simple way to texture it. We don't want to go any further than this. We want to look at now placing it in context inside of InfraWorks. So there's numerous file formats you can export it out as. It could be an FBX or a DAE file, but the best workflow I've found to take it to InfraWorks as an OBJ file. So when you export out as an OBJ, inside of InfraWorks here, we can click on the import of the 3D model, and the one I just exported out, you can see here it's showing all the different file formats you can import in. I'm going to select that OBJ. So the first thing we need to do is just configure it, and we're going to put it on type for buildings, have a preview of the model, and you can see here it's got all the massing information, and then we're going to do interactive placing for the geolocation. If you do go through Revit, you can set this up accurately. You can set it up using the internet mapping system, or you can set up real world coordinates. In this case we're going to use interactive placing, put it on the site, close and refresh, and now we have our FormIt model sitting in the context of our InfraWorks environment, and we can spin around the building and see it.